Tecno. No, not that Tecno. Tecno, a Chinese smartphone manufacturer founded in 2006. A subsidiary of Transition Holdings, a Chinese company that specializes in manufacturing and distributing mobile phones and other electronics in emerging markets such as Africa, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. Their mission? To provide affordable and high-quality mobile phones that are designed specifically for consumers in said regions. The most touted features from their smartphones have been their large displays, long battery life, and dual SIM functionality. What up guys, Miguel here, and I got the chance to take the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G trekking with me last week, and since then, I've come up with some thoughts. Let's dive in. So in all its glory, the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G has a nice and eco-friendly design that immediately catches the eye, especially in this Mars orange color. It's also available in Stardust Gray if you're into something more muted. Both options are stunning and unique. The back panel is made of a recycled polymer material, and this Mars orange variant provides this grippy, almost leather-like feel to it. Either way, if you're not into that, we also get this cool case inside the box that gives your device a front lip when you lay it flat on a table, as well as a stand around the camera module. Speaking of the camera module, have you seen this thing? It's huge! During first observation, it can feel very jarring to the eye. Luckily, this phone is tall, so from an overall aesthetic standpoint, you get used to it with each glance. You may have noticed the accented camera sensor as well. Some of you may be surprised to know that this isn't the main camera sensor, but instead the telephoto one. Why is it accented? Well, because it can do this. More of this guy later. For I/O, we get a noise-canceling mic up top for loudspeaker calls, volume rocker and power button on the right side, and a dual SIM card tray, USB Type-C port, and speaker grill that houses the main mic and speakers at the bottom. For display, the Phantom X2 Pro rocks a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus 120Hz AMOLED panel. Deep blacks, vibrant colors, perfect for watching or consuming any sort of media on this device. I will throw a jab at that single mono speaker. It's loud and highs are very clear and crisp, but seriously, it's 2023. You sell me a flagship, you do it by featuring stereo speakers. Then again, the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G isn't just a pretty face and back. It's also a powerful device that can handle multitasking and demanding apps with ease. The phone is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 9000 chipset and a Mali G710 MC10 GPU. You can only get it with 128 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage, and overall, it can handle virtually any app I throw at it. For those of you interested in benchmark scores, they should be on screen now. For software, we get Android 12 skinned with Tecno's iOS 12 on top. And like I've mentioned previously, this operating system could use some optimization. The overall experience seems fine once you get used to everything, and of course in a scenario where this is the only device you have, you'll definitely get over all of those nuances with daily use. My main issue here is, compared to other interfaces at this price point, it somewhat falls short. Even Nothing's Nothing OS, which is in its infancy, does a better job optimizing their software given their hardware. So I'm a little bit turned off by iOS, as it feels like all they wanted to churn out is what is passable, which translates to unpolished for someone like me. For battery, the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro sports an impressive 5,160 mAh cell with support for 45-watt fast charging. And yes, the brick comes in the box. Charging up the device from 0 to 100 takes about an hour. And with a whole days of use, I still end up having to charge at the end of the day before going to bed. In PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test, our Tecno Phantom X2 Pro scored 9 hours and 7 minutes. We've seen other devices with lesser capacity cells do better, so again, I can infer that this is from poor software optimization. For biometrics and security, the Phantom X2 Pro 5G features an in-display optical fingerprint sensor as well as face unlock. Both work as advertised, with the fingerprint scanner being more secure. I do find the face unlock on here very sticky, like other Chinese manufactured smartphones of the past. Even at weird angles where you wouldn't think it would be scanning your face, the device unlocks quick. But what really sets the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G apart from other phones in its class is its camera system. This device has a triple camera setup composed of a 50-megapixel primary sensor, a 13-megapixel ultrawide, and that 50-megapixel retractable telephoto lens. Now, is it a gimmick? Honestly, yeah. I mean, I thought the first retractable camera lens on a smartphone was Samsung's Galaxy S4 Zoom, released in 2013. Remember that thing? But this doesn't mean the camera system on the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro is trash. It's actually quite good, and it's definitely its most redeeming factor. Images come out clean and sharp with good detail. The image processing at times can feel heavy even with AI turned off, but overall, thanks to those wide open apertures from the main and telephoto sensor, it's easy to take shots with a natural looking bokeh all day if that's what you're into. For selfies, the Phantom X2 Pro 5G gets a 32-megapixel sensor in front. And just like the back, you can expect similarly good image quality out of it. For video, you can shoot from Full HD at 30 frames per second to 4K at 60 frames per second. This is a selfie video test with the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G using the selfie or front-facing camera. Overall, the advanced camera software on the Phantom X2 Pro allows users to take stunning photos and videos even in low lighting conditions. This makes it an excellent choice for taking pictures of landscapes, food, or people. I'm actually quite impressed with the camera system here. So impressed, I'm sure it can go toe-to-toe with the latest iPhone. So to conclude this review, we need to talk about price. Tecno's Phantom X2 Pro 5G launches at 42,999 pesos with its one and only configuration of 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. The standard Phantom X2 5G is 10,000 pesos cheaper, and if you really love this device but can't afford the Pro, the standard non-Pro is a good alternative with an arguably lesser camera system. But with the likes of the Xiaomi 13 Pro at 59,000 pesos and the cheapest Galaxy S23 device at 53,990 pesos, I can see why one would consider the Phantom X2 Pro. So for those primarily focused on budget alone, it is safe to say that the Phantom X2 and X2 Pro are affordable flagships from Tecno. Overall, the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro is an impressive phone that offers high-end features at a relatively affordable price point. It's a device that's catered to the Philippine market with its stunning design, advanced camera system, and good performance. So if you're looking for a flagship smartphone that won't break the bank compared to the competition, the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro 5G is definitely worth considering. So what do you guys think of Tecno's Phantom X2 Pro? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified for future uploads. Be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Miguel, and I'll see you in the next one.